Hi, welcome to your story time with Grandma Tricia. I'm so glad to see you. You know, somebody once told me that a child can never have too many grandmas. And actually, grandmas can never have too many grandchildren. They are so delightful. Well, in our story today, there is a grandma who added a very different grandchild to her life. So let's begin. Our story today is The Three Bears. A long time ago, in a cottage in the edge of a great forest, lived a little girl named Goldenhair. She lived with her grandmother, who loved her very much. Grandmother was very old, so Goldenhair had to do all the housework. I don't mind, said Goldenhair, because I'm young and I'm very strong. And besides, I have plenty of time to play. Even though she lived far from other children, she had plenty of playmates in the forest. The gentle deer would come and eat out of her hand, and the birds would come when she called, because she knew their language, and she loved them, and they loved her. One day, while gathering autumn leaves and picking berries in the forest, Golden Hair wandered deep into the woods and came upon a small cabin. As she came near, she saw there was a sign over the door that told her who lived there: a papa bear, a mama bear, and a baby bear. So this is where the jolly bears lived. I want to meet them. She knocked on the door, but no one came. So she pushed the door open and walked inside. There was a bright fire burning in the hearth, over which hung a big black kettle of bubbling soup. On the table were three bowls: a big bowl for Papa Bear, a medium sized bowl for Mama Bear, and a little bowl for Tiny Bear. The soup smells so good. Oh, but I need to straighten up this messy house before the bears come home, said Golden Hair. So she went to work with a broom and a dust cloth, and soon the house was in tip top shape, and just in time, because the bears came bouncing into the house. Oh, they stopped in surprise and stood wide-eyed and speechless when they saw Golden Hair. After a moment, the jolly bears lived up to their reputation and burst into laughter and invited Golden Hair to stay for supper. The soup was ready and they were all very hungry. So Golden Hair spent the rest of the afternoon playing games with the bears. But soon it was getting late, and Golden Hair felt that she really needed to go home because grandmother would be worried. But the bears weren't going to let her go home in the dark forest by herself. So they all left together to Grandma's house. And Golden Hair rode on Papa Bear's back, while Mama Bear and Tiny Bear walked gaily alongside. Well, Grandma Bear was much surprised when she saw the shaggy company with her granddaughter. But when she saw how jolly they all were and how much Golden Hair really enjoyed being with them, she invited them to stay. So Papa Bear split wood, brought it in, and built a big fire, while Mama Bear filled the tea kettle with water from the well and helped Golden Bear prepare the dinner. Soon they were able to sit down to a good supper of hot biscuits wild honey, and pumpkin pie. They all had such a good time that Grandma Bear invited them to stay. So Papa Bear would do the chores and stand guard over the house at night. Mama Bear would help Golden Hair with the housework, and Tiny Bear would watch over Grandma and entertain her. No one knows how long they stayed together, but it was a long, long time ago. But it is said that word spread throughout the countryside of these four jolly friends. On holidays, children would come from all over to play games, and the bears would do their best to make life fun for everyone. Oh, did you see those skates? Imagine trying to skate on those skates. Did you enjoy that story? Fairy tales have been around for a very long time. And this story was written in 1899. That's over 100 years ago. I'll bet you have a book of Goldilocks and the Three Bears at your house. Why don't you pick up that book and read it to see how the story and the pictures are different from the one that we just read? Until the next story time, this is Grandma Tricia sending you hugs and wishing you happy reading time. Bye.